This live presentation of high school basketball on FingerLakes1.com is made possible thanks to the support from DeSanto Propane. DeSanto Propane is 4 generations strong as a trustworthy family-owned business with unmatched customer service. Go online at DeSantoPropane.com for more info or call toll-free at 1-800-752-4574 today. Since 1937, the difference has been DeSanto Propane. Cicino's Pizzeria and Restaurant. Visit Cicino's Pizzeria and Restaurant at their original Waterloo location or all-new renovated location in Geneva. Dine-in, takeout, delivery, catering, and banquets. Order online at Cicinos.com. Live, laugh, and eat well. It's the Italian way. Little John and Barbie Orthodontics. Dr. Littlejohn, Dr. Barbie, and their outstanding orthodontic team share a common goal: to ensure the overall wellness of each of their patients through their exceptional orthodontic care. Check out Dr. Rod and Dr. Liz online at littlejohnortho.com.
Good evening, everybody. Welcome into FingerLakes1.com's live coverage of high school boys basketball. We are live from Geneva tonight for an Finger Lakes East contest, early season among 2 of the top teams as the Wayne Eagles travel down and take on the Geneva Panthers tonight. Welcome in again, everybody. Happy holidays. Paul Russo alongside me, Nate Sharman. Nate, good to be back with you here in the booth. And what a game for us to get going with our 2024-25 basketball season, because these 2 teams met 3 times last year, all great contests, and both have been, in our minds, kind of predicted at least be at the top of the Finger Lakes East as well as in the sectional standings as well as it stands.
Yeah, last year, Paul, Geneva and Wayne played in that sectional final, and Wayne sent Geneva home. So Geneva's going to have that in the back of their minds. You know, they played those 3 times, like you mentioned, Paul, last season, and Wayne took all 3 of them. So Geneva's going to smell that revenge and want that revenge. But yeah, Paul, going back to the beginning here, just so great to be back here with you inside a gymnasium. You know, a little bit of a lapse from my side in the last few seasons as I'm getting back in the booth with you. So it's been great here to get back on FingerLakes1.com and calling basketball games. But yeah, Paul, what an excellent Finger Lakes East matchup we have going on tonight.
Yeah, I mean, this is one that we kind of had circled a little bit preseason here. I mentioned, you know, they met 3 times last year. Obviously, Finger Lakes East rivals now, also with the way everything is kind of shaken out classification-wise here with the reintroduction of AAA last year, now as well within the sectional contest. And, you know, I mentioned the 3 times last year. It was a three-game sweep by Wayne, but those first 2 games, really the main story was defense,
right,
more than anything else. Before Wayne really got going there in that sectional game, it ended up being a quarterfinal game. And there's a lot of familiar faces among these teams, led, by the way, on the Wayne side, we'll begin with Cam Blankenberg.
Yeah, Cam Blankenberg can absolutely score in any way he needs to in any time of the game, right? You know, averaging over 23 points per game. Missed a couple games at the beginning of the season, but getting back into it and that rhythm. If you know Finger Lakes 1 and you know basketball, you've heard the name Blankenberg a lot over the last few years. You know, he's been here the last 4 seasons, and then his older 2 brothers are also great basketball players. So that is a name that runs deep in Wayne basketball.
Yeah, and a little bit of information here because we're going to get to the starting lineups here in just a minute, but we should make note. I spoke with Coach Bill Thompson beforehand. You mentioned Cam banged up a little bit to start the year, missed the first 2 games. His average 23.5 since coming back. He won't be in the starting lineup tonight. I'll pull a card from the Syracuse side of things here in all honesty, Nate. He won't be starting, dealing with an illness all week, so they're playing it rather safe than sorry. He will be playing tonight, just not in that starting lineup for the Eagles.
Yeah, I think it's a good thing because it's a long season, right, Paul?
Yeah.
Especially this time of the year as you know, kids are getting done with school here. You know, we have to have 2 weeks off until the new year, right? So just making sure your players are in a good spot, both physically and mentally, and as you go through the season. So I think it's a really good coaching move, and from a real experienced coach in Bill Thompson, he knows what he's doing.
Let's flip over to this Panthers side of things here. Now, they're also with a winning record here, maybe not 4-0 like the Eagles. They're 3-2, but for them, a key part for them is also the players they brought back from last year in the past couple seasons. Leading the way there, Andrew Green, one of their guards, to Patrick Overstreet as well, and Caden Larson in addition. They kind of have their own big 3 of sorts in terms of a core that they've brought back from last year.
Yep, really going to need Andrew Green to continue to score, averaging over 15 points per game this season. In that first game against Eastridge, he knocked down 6 triples. So that's going to be really big if you can get going early and you can get some of these 3-point shots going early from Geneva as well. Really put some points up on the board.
Yeah, we got about a couple minutes here. JV game ran a little bit long. Wayne coming up victorious on that side of things in that first contest. You know, travel was a little bit tricky getting down, and even for us coming in, first really, I would say, hardcore winter storm we've had so far this season. So nothing like being in the comforts of the Panther Den for that. We got a couple minutes here, like I mentioned, you're on the warm-up clock, Nate. Turn it over here. What are your keys to the game here for these teams?
So I think I sort of mentioned them already for both teams, but I'm really looking at this Geneva side, and I just can't get the word revenge out of my mind, right? You know, I didn't grow up playing basketball. I grew up playing other sports and stuff, but so I know what that feels like. You know, you can turn around and look and think to yourself and how you felt in that sectional final last year when Wayne sent you home, right? And they also beat you 2 other times in league play throughout the year. So you know this team. You mentioned about how both of these teams are pretty similar from a couple different ways, but pretty similar in the sense of last year, right? So all these kids know where they are and know what they're facing, right? So I think that's really important to kind of think about that. And Geneva, too, also just defending your home court, I think, is really important. And like I mentioned with the break, I think that's also important, too, because this is Geneva's last game of 2024. So being able to put in a good game here as you enter 2024 and can help springboard yourself onto 2025. I think that's really important. And then on the Wayne side, just keep that high prolific offense scoring, right? Averaging 68.5 points per game. Just keep putting the ball in the hoop, right? And keep these high numbers of scoring. You know, it's going to be interesting with Blankenberg. How much does he play? You mentioned that. But still, there's scoring that comes from all over. You see Richard Miles, Aiden Twist, Corey Jones can all score a lot. Aiden Twist, 31, 27, and 27 in 3 of the last 4 games. He's going to be a really important scorer for this Wayne Eagles team.
Yeah, and Richard Miles, you kind of mentioned as well for them, averaging 16.8. This Geneva team, though, I think so, will kind of keep them on offense. You know, Andrew Greon mentioned had 6 threes in their opening game against Eastridge in that tournament. Same thing with Jazari White. He had 3 threes against Eastridge as well. Caden Larson riding a nice scoring hot streak as well, 17 and 15 in the last 2 coming into today's game. Should be a really interesting battle here in Geneva, and we're happy you're tuning in here on FingerLakes1.com for the contest.
Yeah, it's great that everyone's here with us tonight on a cold night, certainly, but the gym's starting to fill in here. We should have a good crowd.
Yeah, I mean, it's not bad at all things considered, but the winter weather, as you mentioned, probably a little bit causing a little cast, so hopefully you're tuning in with us here with that tonight. So at this point here, we're going to turn it over to Athletic Director in Geneva, Larry Lang. He's handling public address announcer duties, tonight here in Geneva. So we'll turn it over to him for pregame festivities, including the national anthem here on FingerLakes1.com. Welcome back in here to the booth. Paul Russo, Nate Sharman here with you courtside in Geneva. We're down at what we will just call for the moment the south baseline. Wayne is our closest team to us. They'll be heading away from us to start the contest. Geneva coming towards us on offense. Both teams announced here, as mentioned, right? Cam Blankenberg out of the starting lineup. It's Isaac White, Aiden Twist, Corey Jones Jr., Colin Clark, and Richard Miles for the Eagles. Head coach Bill Thompson for Geneva. Jazari White, Andrew Green, Xavier Praler, Caden Larson, and Patrick Overstreet, the starting five for coach Ed Collins.
Great to be here in the Panther Den, Paul. A really good basketball arena, so to say, and it just really is fun with these historic places, right? Especially Geneva. It's just a good basketball place. Also, about what I wanted to say too, Paul. Good uniform matchup here. Some classic colors, and I like the way the blue and the white clash too.
Yeah, Panthers in their home whites. It will be Larson taking the jump for Geneva against Jones for Wayne, and Panthers will control it. And towards us is Andrew Green, top the key, swings it left wing, and now back top the key for Green. He's looking for help. Wayne, 2-3 zone to get things going with Clark. And we're up top, hands off Geneva with Larson, fakes it, now swings right side wing to White, dumps it back off to Larson. Now corner three for Andrew Green, no good, long ball tipped around, get the rebound though to White. It will be a second chance for the Panthers. White with it, corner three on the way, no good, long, good save by Green. He gets it back in, and Overstreet with the bucket.
Good job by Geneva there. They really good ball movement on that opening possession, Paul. Didn't take an easy shot and then got fighting for those offensive rebounds to get those extra possessions.
Aiden Twist will run point for the Eagles. He's above half court, guarded by Larson. It's man-to-man for the Panthers. Corner three on the way. No good, long for Richard Miles. Rebound brought in by Wayne. Second chance for Clark. Kicks it back out, pass intercepted. And here comes the Panthers the other way with White. White running point. He's looking for help. Play a little pitch and catch. Now Green has it, left side wing. Fakes pass, now goes top the key back to White. Eagles still in 2-3 zone. Near side corner, right side for Larson. Dumps into a cutting Praler, no god, turnaround jumper, and rebound brought in by Twist. 6:40 to go now, first quarter. Jones with it, kicks it back out for Twist. To three-pointer, good, Aiden Twist.
Aiden Twist getting the scoring going for Wayne, bangs in that three.
So 3-2 now, Wayne advantage with 6.5 to go in the first quarter. Green with it. He's working right side wing, looking for help. He'll dump it in for Overstreet. Now the cutting Larson, and pass a bit too hard to handle for number 13, turnover, and Cam Blankenberg checks in. He'll get Colin Clark.
That's a good look there by Larson inside there. Just passed a little, just couldn't handle it inside, but still a great look.
So Blankenberg with it, 6:15 to go first quarter, 3-2 the Wayne Eagle lead on the Panthers. He'll hand off to Aiden Twist at the logo and above half court. Met by White on defense. Man-to-man for the Panthers, and they do cause a turnover. Last off of Corey Jones.
Yeah, Geneva's got some active hands. A couple of times interception on the last possession too, but just those active hands and getting those extra possessions is really important.
So the Andrew Green running point once again for the Panthers. 2-3 zone still for the Wayne Eagles. Green with it still. Now he works top of the key, swings it right side wing for White. White back to Green, now finds Larson on the left block, goes to work on Isaac White, and his baby hook is good.
Great job there by Larson to work and get that bucket up there for Geneva.
So 4-3 the Panthers back in front with 5:35 to go in the first quarter. Blankenberg with it, he's guarded by Larson. Goes to the left corner with it for Jones, top the key handoff for Twist. Twist now working left side, drives through, double team, launches a floater, it's in.
Oh, great work there by Twist to get that bucket there when he would not be denied on the left side.
So Aiden Twist, who's been a leading scorer for the Eagles in 3 of their 4 games, has all 5 for them. They're back up in front, 5-4 with 5:12 to go in the first here in Geneva. Green with it, top the key, swings it over for White on the left wing. Back top the key for Overstreet. Met in the zone, cuts through, Euros, and we'll have a charge. Our first foul of the game. Now be going against Patrick Overstreet.
Isaac White got in there and took that foul. It looked like that charge got there in time and really made a great defensive play.
So first personal, first team foul at the 5:01 to go mark of the first quarter. Still 5-4. Wayne advantage here. Blankenberg running point, guarded by Larson. Swings it right wing to Twist. Now back into Blankenberg, give and go. Pass tipped and intercepted. Here comes Overstreet the other way. Goes coast to coast, drive through, launches a floater, no good on White. Rebound though to Praylor, Panthers' second chance. White with it, guarded by Miles. Swings it over to Larson, now corner for White. Three-pointer on the way, and it's in.
Geneva is extremely active hands on both the offensive and defensive side to get those extra possessions. Like I've been saying, it's so important how active they've been.
Jazari White gets the Panthers back in front, 7-5, 4:15 to go in the first quarter. Blankenberg with it, left side wing, guarded by Larson. Man-man still for Geneva on defense, top of the key for Twist. Guarded by White, drives through, blocked, and no, we're going to have a foul, and that's probably going to be the second on Overstreet. And no, they're going to get it from Jazari White. And a good job by him saying that it was him who got it.
Good
a little bit of a sell, I think.
It's good attacked in there by Twist. He's got the hot hand so far for the Eagles, but just still going right to it. He's going to head to the line.
So White picks up his first personal, team second on the quarter. To the line for the first time tonight, junior Aiden Twist, second-year varsity player, no good on his first. So remains 7-5 Geneva for the moment. We'll have 4:07 to go in the first quarter here. When we get back live on the floor. Twist with it now for a second, releases, and that one no good either. So 0 for 2 at the line for number 1. Overstreet rebound, hands it off for Green, and the Panthers are back on offense. Green with it, works top of the key, but a bit extended out. Swings it for White, now left corner for Praylor, and just a bit too high for him to get on a lob. It's a turnover for the Panthers, and Eagles ball coming the other way. Inbound will go to Blankenberg, but he quickly hands it off for Aiden Twist, and Twist will take over. Once again, running point guard duties, guarded by White. Swings it to teammate Isaac White, now back to Twist in the right corner, down to the block for Blankenberg. Guarded by Larson, now met by Overstreet, swings it back out. Twist a three-pointer, no good long, and rebound brought in by Caden Larson. Up quickly to Andrew Green. He's streaking up court. Finds a cutting White. Floater no good. Ball tipped around and rebound brought in by Richard Miles for Wayne. 3:22 to go in the first quarter. Still 7-5. Geneva advantage. Blankenberg with it. Left side wing. Guarded by Larson. Drives through. Launches a jumper. No good from the free throw line. And rebound to Praylor and Geneva. Hands it off for White. Now left corner for Green. Green fakes. Now drives through. Looking for help. Goes top of the key to Overstreet. Now right corner three. Larson. No good long. And rebound brought in Aiden Twist. I believe for Blankenberg. We're under 3 to go. 2:57 in the first quarter. Blankenberg running point now. Uses a screen from Isaac White, his teammate. Now kicks it corner. Richard Miles. Three-pointers. Good.
Oh, great play in there by Blankenberg. Drive right side, kick out. Three-pointer from the corner is good.
So the sophomore's three gives the Eagles a 1-point advantage with 2:37 to go. 8-7 Wayne in front. Green with it. Running orders once again. Hands off for Overstreet. Right wing, back top the key for Green. Ball tipped and now picked off by Miles up to a streaking Twist. He's alone on the left-hand lane and good.
Oh, great job by Miles. Hits the three and then gets the steal on the other side and leads the fast break there. Easy bucket for Twist.
So biggest lead of the game so far. It's 3, 10-7 for the Eagles in front of the Panthers with 2:12 to go in the first quarter. Andrew Green with it. Still in the 2-3 zone on defense is Wayne. Top of the key. He'll leave it for Praylor. Praylor drives through, finds Larson alone on the block, and blocked by Blankenberg from the side.
Excellent block by Blankenberg.
Here comes Blankenberg the other way, coast to coast, and we'll have a foul on the floor here first. Let's see who we get here for the Panthers. They're saying to Patrick Overstreet, so that'll be his second personal and team's third.
Great job by Cam Blankenberg on this side, getting the block, then getting the ball, and he goes in strong and gets that foul call.
Prodigy Irvin comes in for Geneva. The sophomore will relieve Xavier Praylor. Inbound goes to Blankenberg. Baby hook is good over Overstreet and Larson.
Oh, great inside pass, and Blankenberg, all he had to do was turn around and throw it in.
12-7 the Eagle advantage. 1:43 to go in the first quarter. Geneva with it on offense. Green top the key. Swings it over. Jazari White's three-pointer's good.
And Geneva's starting to warm up from three a little bit here, too. That's big.
So 12-10. White able to get the lead back down to 2 for the Eagles with 1:23 to go in the first quarter. With it is Twist. He's guarded by White. Hands off for Blankenberg on the right wing. He'll use a Isaac White screen. Now drive through the lane. Met by Overstreet. Turnaround jumper. Good for Blankenberg.
Oh, Blankenberg's warming up, too. He's working inside, and it's really going to work out for these Eagles.
Second field goal for number 5. It's 14-10 now with a minute to go in the first quarter. Wayne with the advantage. Left side wing with it is White. Now into the corner for Larson. He'll skip past top of the key up to Green. Met by Miles in the 2-3 zone. Another skip pass in the corner. This time Jazari White is the Panther there. Gets it back up, 15 on the shot clock for Andrew Green, top of the key. Tries to use an over screen, can't. Finds White, now Irvin in the corner. Back to White, corner three, no good long. Rebound brought in by Blankenberg. We have about a 2-second differential shot the game clock here, 34 and 32. As Blankenberg will swing it over for Twist. Not quite above half court yet, and now does do so. Twist running point. Uses an Isaac White screen, now goes back to number 0 at the top of the key. Swings it back to Twist on the right side wing. Guarded. Jazari White, now 18 and 16 on the shot in game clocks. Still with it. Twist now swings it left side wing, extended out for Blankenberg. He's almost at the half court line. 5 on the shot clock now. Then picked his pocket. Caden Larson. Larson the other way. Up on Twist. Laying good. And that should be the end of the first quarter. Jones able to get it off, not in time. So excellent job there by Larson Porter. He'll head now to the second quarter here in Geneva with the Wayne Eagles up 14-12. Good contest here early on. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back here on FingerLakes1.com.
Cicino's Pizzeria and Restaurant. Visit Cicino's Pizzeria and Restaurant at their original Waterloo location or all-new renovated location in Geneva. Dine-in, takeout, delivery, catering, and banquets. Order online at Cicinos.com. Live, laugh, and eat well. It's the Italian way.
Welcome back here on FingerLakes1.com. Paul Russo and Nate Sharman here with you. The Wayne Eagles 14, Geneva Panthers 12 here in Geneva. Nate, ended up being one fantastic first quarter of play here, and for each team we got 3 scorers in the book so far.
Yep, that's for sure. And what a fantastic play by Caden Larson in that quarter. Blankenberg was killing the shot clock down. He was going to take the final shot of the quarter, right? And Larson picks his pocket, goes the other way, goes through contact, finishes that one to score for Geneva. Make it a 2-point game after one quarter. What a good quarter of basketball on both sides.
Neither team has used a timeout yet. The only player in any sort of foul trouble, we'll call it, is going to be DePatrick Overshoe for Geneva. He's got 2 personal. Let's reset the lineups here. We got Caden Larson out there for Geneva, as well as Jazari White, Andrew Green, Xavier Praler, and Praji Irvin remains on the floor for Wayne. It's still Blankenberg, Twist, Corey Jones, Isaac Wright, and Richard Miles. So, back underway, Wayne beginning with the ball. Blankenberg with it, finds Miles on the block. Little baby jumper. It's going to roll in. He gets the 2K roll.
Nice pass inside there by Blankenberg. Finds him to score the bucket.
16-12 now. Wayne advantage. We got 7:35 to go here in the second quarter. With it, Praler now goes back top the key for Green. The Eagles are going to remain in the 2-3 zone here on defense against the Panthers to open up the second quarter. White with it, left wing goes back top the key, reset for Green with 15 on the shot clock. Back to White, now back to Green, and no, it's rather into Larson. Little elbow jumper, no good from left side. Rebound Praler, second chance, no good, and rebound brought in by Jones. Jones finds Twist running up the floor. Twist now skip pass to the right corner for Miles, now goes right wing for Blankenberg. Goes in on Larson, floater no good, short, and rebound to Praler. So as Praler brings it up now, finds Green on the right wing, fakes right, now comes back to the lane. Little runner, no good for him, and rebound by Jones. Jones now with it. He's able to find Twist up floor. He works left side, now comes back top the key. 3-pointer for Blankenberg, connects.
Oh yeah, you can't give him that open of a look if you're Geneva. Cam nailed in that 3 there, good pass outside.
7th point of the ball game ties him with teammate Aiden Twist for the game high at the moment. With 6.5 to go here in the first half, it's 19-12 Wayne on the Panthers. Green with it, skip pass into the right corner for Irvin. Irvin now dumps in for Praler on the block. Now skip pass back out to White. White on the left side wing, 13 on the shot clock for the Panthers. Reset now. Irvin now into for Praler on the block. Goes in against White, no good, and he's going to head to the line for 2 though. As they'll get Isaac White for his first foul.
Good work inside there by the senior, Praler, to get to the line there, just causing havoc down low and heading to the stripe.
Praler to the line. Had 8 points against Huntington Falls Lima in a victory a few games ago. His first on the way, no good. Substitution in for both teams for Wayne. Elkai Kuhn comes in. He'll get White. And Jazari White checks out for Geneva as Noah Brown checks in for the first time tonight. Preller back with it for his second of 2 releases, and good on that one. And now we have another sub for Geneva as Overstreet comes in for the shooting Preller. So 6:15 to go here, second quarter, 19-13 Wayne on Geneva. And it'll be Blankenberg running point this possession. Bring it up floor, he will work left sideline, closest to the benches, now cuts back to the top of the key. Double team by Larson, and Overstreet finds the open man in the corner, now gets it out to Twist. Left side wing, drives through, runner no good. Rebound Blankenberg, second chance, no good, but he'll have a de facto third. He'll head to the line for 2.
Oh, great work inside there by Blankenberg, fighting for that offensive rebound. Got it, got the foul. He's going to head to the stripe.
And the foul for Geneva will be against Prodigy Irvin, his first, team's first on the quarter. And Blankenberg will head to the line for the first time tonight. The team Wayne 0 for 2 so far. From the charity stripe, Blankenberg with it. Releases his first, and no good. So I think with that, we can confidently say there's no such thing as the announcer's curse on free throws. Back with it, Blankenberg for his second of 2. And no good either on that one. And rebound brought in by Larson for Geneva. He finds Andrew Green quickly above half court. Here come the Panthers on offense. Into the lane, no good on the runner for Green. Gets his own rebound up against Jones. Jones gets a piece and blocks it. And brought in by Jones. So good job defensively there by number 11 for Wayne. Finds Blankenberg, and the Eagles back on the offensive attack with 5:37 to go in the second quarter. Blankenberg to Miles on the right side wing, back into Blankenberg, give and go, and stripped away. Good defense there by Larson. It's going to be off of Blankenberg's leg. A good turnover there for the Panthers.
Number 11 for Wayne, Corey Jones Jr. He's been really energetic on the defensive side. He's made a number of good defensive plays in this game.
And I thought we were about to have a sub there, but I guess not. So same 5s on the floor for each team. Green running point for the Panthers here with 5:27 to go in the second quarter. 19-13 the Wayne Eagles advantage on the Geneva Panthers. Green into the block, intercepted by Jones, and unable to hold on to it is Jones. So remain Panther ball. Substitution for the Panthers. Irvin checks out, and Jeffrey Castro Anderson checks in for the first time as well.
You talked about the announcers jinx in the last one. Corey Jones Jr. made me look even better on that one, but the energetic play almost got the steal.
We have Wayne with a sub as well, number 44. We don't have a 44 in the books. We'll get to that quickly here. As Overstreet has it on the inbound. Little jumper from the free throw line, no good. Rebound brought in by Castro Anderson. He gets fouled as he brought the ball down.
Nice play by number 22 on Geneva there, Castro Anderson, to get that rebound and force the foul to be drawn.
So it will be Eden Twist picking up the first personal foul on him on the night. Team's second on the quarter. 19-13 still, 5:10 to go, second quarter with Wayne in the advantage. Inbound goes right into Overstreet on the block. Goes to work on Miles, now kicks it top of the key for Larson. Larson met 2-3 zone still for the Eagles on defense. Larson, three-pointer, no good. Rebound brought in by the Eagles. Blankenberg with it up quickly to Twist. Twist now back top the key for Blankenberg. Fakes right, now comes back right on the spin move. Nice little runner, no good long. Miles brings it in for the second chance for the Eagles. Kicks it out. Twist three-pointer from the wing, no good long there, and rebound for Larson. Here comes the Panthers the other way now on offense. Larson with it. He's able to find Brown. Brown back to Larson at the top of the key. In at the free throw line to Overstreet. V cuts, trying to find help and finds it. Larson, three-pointer, top of the key, no good. Rolls out and rebound by Blankenberg. Blankenberg with it once again, 4:24 to go in the second quarter. Twist back to Blankenberg, top of the key. Eagles will get a quick breather here as they look for Coach Thompson to give them play to run. Here comes Blankenberg, guard by Larson. Hands it off for Kuhn. Kuhn now hands it back off for Twist. Cutting through on Overstreet, gets a floater, no good. And it will be last off of the Eagles. Ball got tipped around there in the rebound. And it will be Panther ball coming back this way on offense.
Great play by Twist to drive in there on the right side and go up hard. He got him to go up early too and almost got it to go, but still great work from Twist. And didn't get the bucket, but still great play.
Running point, Andrew Green once again for the Panthers with 4 minutes to go in the second quarter. Panthers trailing 13-19 still on the Eagles. Green with it, works top of the key. He's trying to find some help. All about using the screen, finds Castro Anderson. Goes to Overstreet, and Overstreet bringing the ball in or tried to haul it on the pass, gets hit from behind. I believe that's going to be on Malachi Kuhn, and it is. Kuhn's first personal, team's third on the quarter. 2 fouls away from the bonus for the Panthers here just under the halfway mark to go in the quarter, 3:51. Fresh 35 on the shot clock. Inbound goes to Green, right side corner. Goes back top of the key as the Eagles now shifted into man-to-man defense for this possession. And cutting Larson on the baseline, goes back out to Green at the wing, cutting through theirs. Green launches a floater, no good, and a rebound brought in by Blankenberg. He got hit hard. And just on the sports there between him and Overstreet, so we'll see who the foul goes against here. And they're going to call Overstreet with it. And that is big because that is the junior's third personal foul early on here. So we'll check out, and Xavier Praler will come back in for Geneva.
Good fight there by Blankenberg, just going up for the ball there. He went down hard, but he sprang right back up. Good to see.
So Geneva's main players here sit presumably for the rest of the half in early foul trouble here as Wayne goes to work on offense. Twist with it. Left side wing goes top the key for Kuhn. Kuhn finds a cutting twist, but ball gets tipped around, ends up in the hands of Twist, and he'll have it top the key, and the Eagles will reset on offense here. He goes to the left side wing, hands off for Blankenberg. Blankenberg's still guarded by Larson. He's been a defensive hawk on number 5 so far tonight. Using the screen, Blankenberg at the top of the key. Through the lane relatively with ease, and the lane good.
Oh, fantastic take by the junior Cam Blankenberg on the right side. They're able to lay that one up and in.
So with 2:50 to go here in the second quarter, 21-13, the Wayne advantage on Geneva. Green with it, swings it for Brown in the left side wing. He's looking for help. Resets top the key with Green. Green, Castor Anderson, right wing, now back top the key. Green, he'll take a three-pointer, no good. Long rebound by Blankenberg. So Wayne the opposite way, streaking up quickly left side, and they'll have to, good job there defensively by Larson trailing. We'll have a couple subs here. As Jazari White will come back in for Geneva. He'll get Noah Brown. A couple subs in as well for Wayne. Corey Jones checks back in, as does Alan Clark.
That is a really nice play by Geneva's Larson there to knock that ball away. It looked like Blankenberg had room there if he was able to get that ball.
And Blankenberg, the intended target on the inbound, gets picked up by Larson, and Larson tried to go coast to coast with it. And if this was NBA, we'd probably have a clear path, but alas, this is high school.
Yeah, I think James Harden would have got that call as on the continuous motion there. But yeah, Larson made another great play defensively to get that ball.
So Aiden Twist picks up his second personal, team's fourth on the quarter. So next foul, rather after it, will put Wayne at the line the rest of the quarter. Inbound from Castro Anderson goes to Green, back to number 22, Castro Anderson. Now back out to Green at the top of the key. One-timer into Larson, working on Corey Jones. Baby hook, no good, but he's going to head to the line for 2.
Another fantastic physical play by Larson. He was doing it on the defensive end these last few minutes. He's now doing it on the offensive end. Almost got the N1 to go, but he's going to head at the stripe.
Corey Jones, the senior for Wayne, picks up his first personal foul and the team's 5th on the quarter, and we have a 30-second timeout taken here. I believe it's by Wayne.
Paul, it's been a really energetic game so far, especially that first quarter was back and forth action up and down the floor by both sides.
Yeah, it's been hard to keep up here in a way. We got 2:15 to go here in the second quarter. Sure you stick with us here for our DeSanto Propane halftime report and it's a live presentation of high school basketball on FairLakes1.com, made possible thanks to the support from GoNet Speed. The future of connection is here, and it's fiber made for how we live and work today. GoNet Speed fiber is faster and stronger than anything out there. You can check availability in your area as well as plans and pricing at GoNetSpeed.com. Get ready for fast and reliable fiber internet straight to your home. So first horn goes here on the timeout. Both teams in the huddle, obviously with the 30-second timeout. Geneva breaks the huddle first. Four for them will be Larson, Castro Anderson, White, Praler, and Green. On the floor for Wayne, Jones, Twist, Clark, Miles, and Blankenberg. And Larson at the line for his 2 free throws. Larson 4 points on the night so far, all in the first quarter. His first free throw, no good, short. Larson back for his second, taking his dribbles. Takes a deep breath and releases, and good on that one. So 1-2 on the trip for Geneva. 21-14, the Eagle advantage with 2:12 to go in the first half. Jones running point for the first time tonight for Wayne. He's at the top of the key. Goes to Blankenberg on the right wing. Oh, a cutting twist, left all alone and good on the lay-in.
Oh, a great pass inside by Blankenberg. Find it, like you said, all alone twist. He was able to lay that one up and in.
So Green with the running point, 23-14 with 1:55 to go. Wayne leading in the second quarter. Green top of the key, swings it to the left wing For White, cutting is Praler on the baseline, swings at Castro Anderson, three-pointer from the wing, no good long, ball tipped around, and Blankenberg with it, and we'll have a tie-up here, jump ball, Joshua White with it as Blankenberg brought it down, and it will be Geneva ball.
Great job by White to get in there and cause that jump ball. Looked like Blankenberg was going to come down with it, but nice athletic play by White to come get that jump ball call.
Castro Anderson, the inbound, will go to White, top of the key. Finds a cutting Larson. His floater no good, but might have been tipped. Praler the other way comes down with it. No, well, they did give him a fresh shot clock. So fresh 35 for the Panthers. Green top of the key. Well, shooter no good long by White and rebound by Blankenberg. Blankenberg running point, 1:20 to go, second quarter. Works right side wing, dumps it off for Clark, and he's able to save from going out of bounds. Miles with it, now gets it to Jones at the top of the key. Back to Blankenberg, now top of the key, reset with twist. A lot of ball of motion here for the Eagles. Jones with it, 15 on the shot clock. Pass, I think, intended for Miles, but ends up in the hands of Clark. Blankenberg now top of the key, 10 on the shot clock. 1 minute to go in the first half. Blankenberg finds Miles out into the corner for Jones. Three-pointer, no good, short, and rebound brought in. Andrew Green, here come the Panthers on offense. Andrew Green, Euro through the lane, blocked by Corey Jones. The Eagles coming the other way with Blankenberg now. About a 12-second shot to game clock differential. Skip past the right corner for Jones. Now back top of the key for Blankenberg. Getting orders from Coach Thompson. He'll bring it back out. Guarded by Larson once again here. Blankenberg with it. Still has it. Uses a Clark screen. 15 on the shot clock. Dribbles it again. Larson, good hands there. Ball saved from going out of bounds. 10 on the shot clock for the Eagles now. Miles with it. He is guarded by White. Hands off for Blankenberg. 5 on the clock. Now Jones with it. Driving the baseline. 3. Gets alone and is laying good.
Oh, great play on the baseline to drive up in that one and lay it up and in.
So 8 on the clock here. No shot clock for the Panthers. Now 5. Larson with it. Finds White. Now kicks out in the corner for Praler. Three-pointer at the buzzer. No good. No catcher with it. And no. Because they'll get off in time. But it will be no good and long. So that will do it for the first half of action here in Geneva. Wayne 25, Geneva 14. Don't worry, we'll be right back for the DeSanto Propane Halftime Report here on FingerLakes1.com.
This live presentation of high school basketball on FingerLakes1.com is made possible thanks to the support from DeSanto Propane. DeSanto Propane is 4 generations strong as a trustworthy family-owned business with unmatched customer service. Go online at DeSantoPropane.com for more info or call toll-free at 1-800-752-4574 today. Since 1937, the difference has been DeSanto Propane. Cicino's Pizzeria and Restaurant. Visit Cicino's Pizzeria and Restaurant at their original Waterloo location or all-new renovated location in Geneva. Dine-in, take-out, delivery, catering, and banquets. Order online at Cicinos.com. Live, laugh, and eat well. It's the Italian way. Littlejohn and Barbie Orthodontics. Dr. Littlejohn, Dr. Barbie, and their outstanding orthodontic team share a common goal: to ensure the overall wellness of each of their patients through their exceptional orthodontic care. Check out Dr. Rod and Dr. Liz online at littlejohnortho.com.
Welcome in, everybody, to the DeSanto Propane Halftime Report here on FingerLakes1.com. Paul Russo and Nate Sharman here with you courtside in Geneva. The Panthers trailing the Wayne Eagles. I score 25-14 right now, Nate. And the main thing here, we came out of the first quarter, was a big quarter for offense, really, for both teams. But second quarter really dominated, really, by the Wayne Eagles on both sides of the ball.
Yeah, for sure. Geneva got some threes to go in that first quarter, and then they got some similar looks, I thought, in the second quarter, and they just didn't go down. I know that's really simple to say, but it almost looked like that to me. And I think if you're Geneva, there's not a lot to change because you're getting good looks. They're just not dropping, and those will drop with these good shooters on this team. But yeah, Paul, it still was still the same energy was brought in that second quarter, I thought. A little bit more of a lack of scoring, of course, like you said, but it still was getting good open looks for both sides, and I thought that was really important too because sometimes it just doesn't go down for you. You get the best look in the world, it just doesn't go down. And I thought very same amount of looks for both teams. First quarter, second quarter, just the points weren't there.
Yeah, that's basketball for you sometimes, obviously, right? So
yep.
I can understand what you say, Josh. So that's our voice that you hear in our ad breaks and commercial breaks and everything. It's understandable.
Yeah, it's that, and it's the year and a half or so of the podcast that we do together, the Out of Bounds podcast about pro golf. So I'm just used to saying that name.
That'll happen.
So I haven't been lucky enough to be on air with you in about probably close to 2 years, right?
Yeah, pretty much.
So by the time I take my brief stint in Ohio, and now I'm back here in the great state of New York. But awesome to be in a Finger Lakes East environment too, like this. It's just so much fun around the holidays, especially. Everyone's pumped up. Kids are getting ready to get out of school for 2 weeks. That was always a really big point of mine. I love that. Yeah. Getting a little bit of snow, so might be able to do some snow activities these next couple weeks. It's such a fun time.
Yeah, for sure. I know this was the last day of school for most of these schools around the area going into what is this year a full 2-week break, the way the holidays fall. So,
as a kid, you would always love when it would line up like that, right?
I would prefer it that way as opposed to, like the 10-day breaks. So let's get to some scoring. And a quick housekeeping note. Mentioned 44 from Wayne. That is Brody Newmeyer, who got the call from JV tonight and got a little bit of early run here for Coach Thompson. So probably a lot of faith and a lot of talent within that young man.
Yeah, we saw the JV team play very well. They always seem to have a good rising talent in Wayne, for sure.
All right, let's handle the scoring here. Do a quick rundown here. We got about 4 minutes left to go here in halftime. We'll begin with Wayne. They have the game-high scoring as well amongst two players, Aiden Twist, Cam Blankenberg, both with 9 apiece, 5 for Richard Miles and 2 for Corey Jones. On the Geneva side, Jazari White leads away with 6. Then it's 5 for Caden Larson, 2 for DePatrick Overstreet, and 1 for Xavier Praler. So we got the Wayne Eagles already coming back out onto the floor for getting warmed up here in the second half. Nate, what are some things you think for both these teams that you can really get going here and maybe improve upon in the second half? Because as you mentioned, especially on the Geneva side, they're getting good looks, just aren't falling. They just aren't getting the roles that they need.
Yeah, and I think it's really for both teams. I think you don't really change a whole ton if you're either side. You keep playing your game because I think you're getting good looks, especially Geneva from 3. We saw those in the second quarter a lot down here on our end. White got a couple good looks. He's a really good shooter. Andrew Green's a good shooter too as well. So they're getting these good looks. Just keep playing your game, both on the Wayne Eagles side and for the Geneva Panthers, and it's going to start dropping. Yeah. It has to.
I agree with you there. Let's do a quick rundown as well here as some other games going on around the Wayne Finger Lakes. Big slate, as we kind of allude to, because we are going into that winter break for the schools. Begin on the boys' side, Red Jacket at Bloomfield. Victor at Canandaigua, a nice little rivalry game there as well. That used to be Finger Lakes East, but in the past over a decade now, it's moved over to Monroe County. Naples is at Dundee Bradford. Wayne at Geneva that we got going on here. Batavia is at Marcus Whitman, and a independent, obviously, matchup there, but that's a pretty interesting matchup for Coach O'Connor's bunch. Minders is at Mid Lakes, Newark at Waterloo, Red Creek at East Rochester, and Penn Yan is at Palmyra Macedon. On the girls' side of things, Bloomfield at Wayne, very interesting matchup on the girls' side there. Victor at Canandaigua as well, nice little double header in that one. Clyde Savannah is at Sodus, Naples at Dundee Bradford as well. Lions at Cananda, Geneva is at Wilson Early College, Mid Lakes at Minders, Waterloo at Newark, North Rose Wolcott at Williamson Marion, Palmyra Macedon at Penn Yan, Avon and Marcus Whitman, and East Rochester at York. So a pretty big slate here moving into, as we mentioned, the holiday break. Appreciate everybody for tuning in and listening with us here on FingerLakes1.com, and hopefully everybody as well has a fantastic holiday season.
Yeah,
still waiting on Geneva Panthers, by the way, come out here. We're under 2 minutes to go now in halftime.
This Friday's always so much fun, right? There's always so many good matchups on both the boys and the girls' side. Just kids getting ready in that holiday spirit, like I mentioned, right? Just kind of looking to end 2024 on the high note, right? Yeah. You get out of class today, 2:30. You're pumped up. You're ready to go. You're like, oh, it's holiday break. We're going to have so much fun. We're going to get some good Christmas gifts, right? All that fun stuff. See some family and all that great stuff. So it's really a good time in basketball for sure. But Josh, but Paul, wow.
We're gonna have to get you a fine bucket apparently.
Oh my goodness. That's the last time I'll do it. I promise. But I'm looking at the college football playoffs tonight. Who you got? Indiana? You like that story, or are you sticking with your guys in South Bend?
Google it. I'm Team Chaos. I also don't like Notre Dame, but I think Notre Dame, but I'm really hoping for Indiana. How about you?
I don't know. I have been up and down with Indiana. Coach Sighetti's a really good story, the head coach there, and I think Cinderella might keep going. I don't really think Notre Dame's been tested that much, but we'll say one more thing. You're not going to like when I say it, but I really like Penn State this playoff. I think they got a really good draw.
Good God.
I know you don't like I know you don't like for me to say that, but I think they got a really good draw.
I do not.
I think they got awoken towards the end of the season with that Ohio State loss, and they're going to be ready to go.
I just don't know. About that, Nate. But either way, that'll wrap up our DeSanto Propane halftime report. DeSanto Propane, 4 generations strong. It's a trustworthy family-owned business with unmatched customer service. You can go online at DeSantoPropane.com for more information or call them toll-free at 1-800-752-4574 today. Since 1937, the difference has been DeSanto Propane. So, flip court here. Wayne heading towards us now on offense. Geneva heading the other way. Geneva already on the floor. Will be their starting 5 of White, Green, Praler, Larson, and Overstreet. Overstreet out there with 3 fouls. Wayne has not the starting 5, but pretty much is if you swap out Blankenberg for Clark. So it'll be Blankenberg, White, Twist, Miles, and Jones. Wayne begins the second half with the ball, and we're underway. Jones get the inbound. His pass a bit too high to handle for Blankenberg. Here comes Geneva the other way with Green. Left side, laying up and no good, and he's going to get charged with the offensive foul as Isaac White again takes a charge.
That's the second one of the game. Really great play there by White to get in there and get that offensive foul call. Looked like Geneva had some momentum going.
So it'll be Green's first personal, team's first on the quarter, and Geneva goes into their full court press of sort. It's a 2-3. Now they'll fall into a half court man-to-man as Blankenberg has it, and he'll be met by Larson. Blankenberg still with it now, double teamed by Overstreet. Blankenberg able to kind of break it, runs through right side of the lane, runner's good.
Oh, nice play by Cam Blankenberg there on the right side to score. But great defense by Geneva. Blankenberg was better offense.
Green with it now, 27-14. The Eagle lead, 7:19 to go in the third quarter. Larson to Green now at the top of the key. Wayne 2-3 zone once again. Larson now finds Overstreet at the free throw line. Back out to Larson in the left corner. He'll drive through the lane, a laying up, no good, and they're calling an offensive foul on him. All right, so that's going to be Larson's.
That's Isaac White again, huh, Paul?
Yeah, so that's Larson's first personal, team second. That one, a little bit of a tougher one maybe to call there, but
Isaac White is making a difference, especially on the defensive end.
So here comes Wayne now on offense. Blankenberg with it. They're able to break the pressure of Geneva in the full court again. This time Miles has it. Swings it to Blankenberg, top of the key. Just guarded once again by Larson. Screen for White. Switched over Overstreet. Blankenberg through the lane. His lane no good that time, but gets his own rebound after getting poked around. Second chance no good. He's going to head to the line for 2. And this is a pretty big foul call right here because it's going against Patrick Overstreet, his 4th personal.
Fantastic awareness there by Blankenberg to follow up that miss there. Just rolled off the basket, be right there on the right spot to get that up, to get that rebound, go back up, get fouled, go to the line. He's going to convert.
Okay, hold on here. We might have a switch of the foul. Who got it? I'm not too sure. Blankenberg either way with it, and he's good on his first. So the board is still showing Overstreet with the foul. We'll get this squared away as best we can. Blankenberg good on both, so 29-14, 15-point lead for the Eagles over the Panthers with 6:42 now to go in the third quarter. Green running point, Wayne 2-3 zone again. Green directing traffic. He's trying to get some help here. Now Geneva kind of goes in motion here on offense. Green left side wing, now swings it right wing for White. Met there by Twist. He'll drive through. Now kicks it back out for Praler in the right corner. 15 on the shot clock. Praler still with it. Guarded by White. Skip pass over for Green. Now into the block for Larson. Up against Twist, and they're going to get a block foul on Twist this time. Or White, rather. Apologies. So Isaac White picks up the foul. His second personal. Team's first on the quarter. 29-14 still the score. Wayne in front. 6:16 to go in the corner and a fresh 35 for the Panthers on offense. Inbounding it will be Praler on the left side. He'll go all the way up top, but pass tipped. And we'll say last off. Aiden Twist.
Great play there by Twist. Doesn't get the ball, but still get those hands in there and cause havoc, right? It doesn't go your way this time, but next time it might, and it probably will.
That was a pretty tough one because the inbounder, Jazari White, also got a hand in there. So either way, Panthers will retain possession. Green with the top of the key. He's got 25 on the shot clock for the Panthers. He'll work left side at the wing. Swings over to the corner for Larson. Larson now skip pass to the top of the key for White. White now drives through, launches a runner, no good short, and we'll have a foul. And we'll say it's on the floor, and they're going to call Corey Jones on it. So Jones picks up his second. Team's third as well in the quarter. Fives across the board on the clock. 5:55 to go third quarter. Fresh 35 again for the Panthers on the shot clock. Inbound goes all the way up top for White. White now into the right elbow for Overstreet. Overstreet now to Praler. Praler's pass intercepted and target Larson up floor. Twist by on his own, laying good.
Oh, nice way to headman that ball there to score the bucket for Wayne.
Aiden Twist's 11th point of the game, his first bucket of the second half. 31-14 now the lead for Wayne with 5:37 to go in the third. Green top of the key, directing traffic. Wayne 2-3 zone here on defense. Works left side wing, swings top of the key now for White. White now dribbles to the right wing, dumps in free throw line for Overstreet. Overstreet trying to find some help, swings it back out for Green at the left wing. Green now runner from the elbow, no good. Rebound Larson, second chance Panthers, no good. Third chance, good, and one for Larson.
Oh, great play there by Larson. Not once, not twice, but 3 times he went up with that ball to get the rebound and score the basket, and it'll go on the line.
So Corey Jones picked up his second foul in quick succession, his third personal overall. As Prodigy Irvin comes in for Geneva, he'll get Xavier Praler. So 3 points potentially the old-fashioned way for Caden Larson. Junior forward guard combo. Has it, releases, and good. And we'll have a timeout on the floor. It will be Coach Collins for Geneva taking it, and it will be a full timeout on the floor with 5:13 to go in the third quarter.
That's a really good play by Larson to get that bucket. The first points of the quarter for Geneva. They really needed that spark plug inside there just to see that hard work is really important.
Slide presentation of high school basketball on FingerLakes1.com is made possible thanks to the support from Dr. Littlejohn, Dr. Barbie, and their outstanding orthodontic team. Share a common goal to ensure the overall wellness of each of their patients through their exceptional orthodontic care. Dr. Rod Littlejohn and Dr. Liz Barbie are proud to support our area high school athletes. You can check them out online at littlejohnortho.com. And Cicino's Pizzeria and Restaurant. Visit Cicino's Pizzeria and Restaurant at their original Waterloo location. Our all-new renovated location in Geneva. Dine-in, take-out, delivery, catering, and banquets. You can order online at Cicinos.com. Live, laugh, and eat well. It's the Italian way. 31-17 Wayne up on Geneva here in the third quarter. Paul Russo, Nate Sharman here with you courtside. Appreciate everybody for tuning in this evening. It's been a pretty tight game for the most part here, so I know it's a 14-point deficit for the Panthers, Nate. But again, one of the things here in the third quarter, for them anyway, has been good looks, just not falling.
Yeah, and that's why that Larson play was so important, to get that rebound and score the basket, because that's, like I said, that's their first points of the quarter, and that might ignite them. You know, you saw Coach Collins call timeout right after and really just show the momentum and really show the poise in this group. After getting that bucket, it can really ignite you.
So the Eagles will have the ball here. 5:13 to go in the third quarter. 31-17 there in front. Full court pressure for Geneva. It's a 2-2-1 zone. So it's probably a trap zone here. Inbound for Blankenberg. Goes up to Miles. Back to Blankenberg. Have yet to go to Buff half court, but now they do with Miles. Back to Blankenberg. Top of the key. Guarded by Irvin. Now switches back off to Larson as Geneva switches into a half court man-to-man defense. Blankenberg uses a white screen. Drives through on Overstreet. Blocked by Overstreet. Great defensive play by number 15.
Oh, great play by Overstreet. He's playing with those 4 fouls too, Paul. So it's really important that he did that, and he played it really heads up too on Blankenberg. A really good score.
Eagles have 15 on the shot clock. Jones will be inbounding it right side of the lane. It will go right to Blankenberg. Now to Miles. Top the key for Twist now. Lob up to Blankenberg. Alley-oop, layup style.
Wow, that was really cool. Blankenberg came in from the baseline and laid that one up and in. Almost went for the dunk, was thinking.
Maybe if he had a full 100% ankle, I would say.
He was almost up there, though.
33-17 now the lead for the Eagles with 4.5 to go in the third quarter. Overstreet with it. Kicks it back out in the corner for Larson. Three-pointer on the way for him. No good short. Ball tipped around. Second chance for the Panthers. 15 on the shot clock. Green with it top the key. Drives through, and they actually just gave the Panthers a reset on the shot clock. So Larson with it left side block. Turnaround floater. Good on Jones.
Nice job inside there by Larson. Another play inside where he gets dirty work.
5 on the quarter, 10 on the game for the junior. Wayne with it, almost getting a turnover was Geneva on defense, but Wayne able to retain possession. 4 to go in the third quarter of play. Blankenberg with it, guarded by Larson, hands it off for Miles in the right corner. He'll drive out, launches a jumper from the right elbow, no good. Ball tipped around on the rebound, and stepped out Irvin. I don't think he should have really went ahead for that. I think that might have been out on Blankenberg, but either way, Eagles will have the ball. They'll have a sub coming in. It will be Colin Clark, excuse me. And Corey Jones will check out. Clark will take the inbound. Left side baseline, about right in front of the corner pretty much. Guarded by Irvin. Clark will go up top to Blankenberg, and he's able to spin off the defense. We'll have a foul, I believe. Israel White will get called for the foul, and he does. Reached in as Blankenberg was cutting through the lane, so White picks up his second personal and team's fourth.
Probably is a good foul because Blankenberg did have Miles on the right side.
It was also pretty much a runway through the lane.
Right.
So fresh 35 on the shot clock for the Eagles. We'll have a substitution for the Panthers as Eric Figueroa will check in for the first time. He'll get Irvin. So Miles inbounds, goes to White, and now Clark. Now Twist at the top of the key into Blankenberg, and good job on defense again by Larson with the steal. Coast-to-coast lane. Good for Caden Larson.
Oh, Larson has been so good for Geneva. Gets that poke inside on who's getting the ball? Blankenberg inside there. Takes it, like you said, coast to coast, lays it up and in.
He has got some momentum back the Panther way here with 3:25 to go. Defense double team Miles. He's able to break it, finds Twist in left corner, up fake, drive baseline, block, lay in, no good, and we'll have a foul. Twist will head to the line for 2. And let's see who the foul is going to be called on. It's going to be called on White again, so his third personal, team's 5th.
And good play by Twist. He was thinking about the up fake and took it inside and then got fouled on his way up. Going to the stripe.
Twist will head to the line for the second time tonight. Junior guard, 0 for 2. Those free throws coming back in the first quarter. Releases his first, and good on that one. Looks like Geneva has a sub here as Xavier Prayer will come back in, and he'll get Jason White. So 34-21 for the moment. We'll have 3:19 to go in the third quarter. Twist releases a second. That one is true through. So 35-21, the Wayne Eagle advantage on Geneva. Here in the third quarter. Green with it, finds Larson. Now back to Green, top of the key. Dumps in for Overstreet at the free throw line. Back out to Green. Three-pointer. Top of the key. Good. Andrew Green, his first points of the ball game. Cuts the lead for the Eagles back down to 11 with 3 to go in the third.
It's really fun when we have that really good angle on that, right? When it came out of his hands, it looked pure.
And there we go. The double team almost works as Wayne able to keep possession of it. Top of the key, Blankenberg. He'll up fake, drive through, elbow jumper. No good. Rebound getting tipped around, and they're going to call a foul. As Overstreet and Clark were going at it. And Colin Clark will pick up the foul for Wayne. That's his first personal, the senior. Team's 4th.
Good job by Overstreet to sort of box out and get that foul to be drawn there, right, to get the ball for his team.
Corey Jones will check back in for Wayne. And he'll get the aforementioned Clark. So 2:44 to go here in the third quarter. Green will be running point once again for the Panthers. 2:38 to go. Finds Larson now. Overstreet kicks it back out to Green at the top of the key. Drives through. Able to get it over to Larson, but ball gets tipped, and it's going to be last off of the Panthers and Larson, so Wayne ball off the turnover. So full court pressure again here by Geneva. This has worked out pretty well for them, I'd say, here in this quarter. As Wayne has it with Twist. Now back to Blankenberg. They get above the timeline now with Miles. Now back out to Blankenberg, top the key. He's guarded by Figueroa. Hands off for Twist. Via the switch, Larson finds himself back on Blankenberg, release it back to Twist. Twist now swings it for Miles on the right side wing. He's guarded by Green. 15 on the shot clock. Blankenberg, top the key for Twist. He's guarded by Figueroa. Man-to-man half court now for Geneva. We got 5 on the shot clock now for the Eagles. Twist, left corner, tries to drive through. 1 on the shot clock, gets it off in time, and good, he buries it. 3-pointer, Aiden Twist.
Wow, Aiden Twist with the shot clock winding down, spins, gets an open look somehow, knocks it in.
So 38-24, the Eagle advantage, 1:42 to go third quarter. Green top the key, 3 on the way for Geneva, no good long. Rebound by Overstreet, back out to Larson. Up fake now, drives through baseline, blocked by Blankenberg.
Oh, nice play by Blankenberg with the help defense to block that one away and secures it, helps secure it for his team.
Eagles find Twist, now swinging it around above the three-point line are the Eagles, and they're going to probably drain a little bit of clock here, I'm assuming, on this possession. We got 1:20 on the game clock, 20 on their shot clock. Blankenberg with it, guarded by Larson. Switch off to Overstreet. Jumper on the way from Blankenberg, no good. Second chance to Isaac White. Kicks it back out. Twist three-pointer, no good long. And he gets his own rebound. So a third chance here for Wayne. And the Eagles will call a timeout.
Oh, great work there by Twist. He had the open three-pointer. Bounces off the rim. He gets his own board there on the baseline.
So 38-24 with 1:05 to go in the third quarter. The Eagles just will have a third opportunity here on this offensive possession. And for the Panthers, who just were able to kind of get back a little bit of momentum there, it's a little bit of a killer on this possession.
Yeah, I think that was a really big killer a couple possessions ago when you had the shot clock winding down and Aiden Twist is sort of figuring out where to go with it. And then you hear the countdown coming and he's got Hoist. And he turns around and he actually gets a pretty decently open look for the end of the shot clock and knocks it down.
Yeah. I think one more of our partners here at FingerLakes1.com, and that is Finger Lakes Partners Insurance. Get the insurance you need from the people you know at Finger Lakes Partners Insurance, the Finger Lakes Insurance agency for your home, auto, or business. Get a no-obligation quote today at FingerLakesInsurance.com. Paul Russo and Nate Sharman here with you on FingerLakes1.com. Wayne 38, Geneva 24 in this Finger Lakes East boys basketball battle. Both horns went off on the 32nd timeout for the Eagles. Both teams break the huddle. It will be the same 5 on the floor. Jones, Blankenberg, White, Twist, and Miles for the Eagles. For the Panthers, that's Praler, Brown, Overstreet, Green, and White. So one swap out for them, and we are back underway. Jones with it, top the key. Swings it for Blankenberg, right side wing. Now looking for Miles in the corner, left alone on the pick and roll. He up fakes, now drives through. Good job switching there by Geneva. As now Twist has it, top the key. 15 on the shot clock for the Eagles, 48 on the game clock for the third quarter. Blankenberg directing traffic, now 10 on the shot clock. Swings it for Twist, left side wing extended. He'll use a screen, now swings it for Blankenberg, 5 on the shot clock. Blankenberg right side wing, uses a white screen, drives through 2, now 1. He'll have to launch a three-pointer, no good. And Brown with it, ball got poked into the hands of Green. So here come the Panthers the other way on offense here. No shot clock for them, 25 on the game clock. White, no good jumper, ball tipped around, ends up in the hands of White. Second chance jumper for him, in and good.
Good job by White to get that rebound and throw it back up and in.
First bucket of the quarter for him. Now 12 on the clock. No shot clock for the Eagles here. Blankenberg with it. Panthers in a full court pressure again. Blankenberg above the timeline. 5. Now 4. Cutting through the lane. Finds White alone. No and in. It's good at the buzzer for Isaac White. His first bucket. Great job. So the lead extends out to 14 once again here as we wrap up the third quarter of action from Geneva. It's 40 points for the Eagles, 26 for the Panthers. We'll be right back here on FingerLakes1.com.
Littlejohn and Barbie Orthodontics. Dr. Littlejohn, Dr. Barbie, and their outstanding orthodontic team share a common goal: to ensure the overall wellness of each of their patients through their exceptional orthodontic care. Check out Dr. Rod and Dr. Liz online at littlejohnortho.com.
Welcome back here on FingerLakes1.com. Paul Russo and Nate Sharman here with you courtside in Geneva. The Panthers taking on the Wayne Eagles. This Finger Lakes East contest. Eagles with a 40-26 lead on the Panthers, Nate. And it's not over by any means, but Geneva really needs one of these shots to finally start to fall. They were able to kind of get a little bit going in the second half of the third quarter, but for the Wayne Eagles, they were just pretty much able to answer back there on a couple possessions.
Yeah, there were some really big answers by the Eagles. A couple right there at the end of the quarter. That find by Blankenberg, find White all alone down low, and he knocks it in right as the buzzer sounds. So that was a big spot. And then that twist three at the end of the shot clock. It's winding down. Geneva's got a little momentum going. He turns around, up and in. It's just every time that Geneva's got a little bit of momentum going in that quarter, Wayne answered.
So it'll be the Panthers picking the ball here to start the fourth quarter. Inbound from White goes to Green. We're back underway. White with it, goes to the right side corner for Praler. Skip pass out top the key for Green. Now finds Larson on the left block lane. Up and in and good for Larson.
Good start by Geneva. More and more Larson. He's been really impactful in the second half.
Speaking of impactful, this full court pressure by the Panthers, able to get the ball tipped. Wayne able to recover it. They got to get above the timeline, and they do with Jones. Able to find Miles now in the right corner. He'll dribble back out and get to Blankenberg at the top of the key. Leaves it for Twist. He's guarded by White. Now to Jones. 15 on the shot clock for Wayne. Miles with it now, left wing rather. Dumps it for Blankenberg. Guarded by Larson. Spins off. Finds a Jones cutter alone on the baseline, and his turnaround lane good.
Oh, great find in there by Jones, and just almost a great route per se that he ran to get open under the basket, and he turns on, puts it in.
Here comes Geneva back on offense. Overstreet with it. Dribble, jumper, no good from the elbow. Rebound brought in by Blankenberg. 7 minutes to go, fourth quarter of action. It's 42-28, Wayne over Geneva. Blankenberg with it. Swings it to Twist. Twist now top the key. He'll leave it back for Blankenberg at the right wing. Guarded by Larson. Geneva in their half-court man defense. Blankenberg now getting double teamed. Finds Miles. Twist is alone in the right corner, but he dumps it back out, and it's a turnover by Wayne as Geneva's able to get the steal. And we'll have a Wayne foul here, as I believe will be Corey Jones getting called for the foul, and that will be Jones's fourth personal foul. It's also team's first in the fourth quarter. And Coach Thompson just wanted a little bit of an explanation there, and I don't know if I fully necessarily blame him, as we just had kind of bodies on the ground going after the ball. And it looks like Geneva will actually call a timeout here. It will be a full timeout taken by Coach Collins. So either way, it will be Panther ball going back the other way when we get back going.
Yeah, Geneva just keep going inside to Larson. He's been a really, really good spark plug in the second half, especially down low a lot, too, working on both ends of the court. And I think, Paul, they need to just keep doing that.
Yeah.
And the looks are going to continue to come from three, and they just need to keep doing that and hope and stop Wayne from these big answers that they've had a lot in the second half.
Yeah, Larson has 14 total in this contest, 9 of which have come here in the second half. He's been big catalyst here, obviously on offense, but also on defense, pretty much taking the sole proprietorship, pretty much playing man against Blankenberg for Wayne. It's been one hell of a game between both of those guys.
Yeah, this is two premier teams in the Finger Lakes East, right? And this is exactly what we expected. Two high-flying offenses, but they can play defense when they need to, too. So I think this is a really good game here in the Finger Lakes East.
First one goes on this full timeout. With 6:38 to go in regulation, 42-28, the Wayne advantage over Geneva. Geneva breaks home first. They'll have the ball on the inbound. It's Green, Larson, Overstreet, White, and Irvin on the floor for them. It's Clark, Twist, White, Miles, and Blankenberg for the Eagles. Larson, the inbounder, he'll go to Green. He's handled pretty much point guard duty the whole time for the Panthers tonight. Above the timeline, we're back underway. Green out to White. He's looking for help as Wayne settles into their 2-3 zone. Swings it for Irvin on the left side wing. He's trying to find help. He finds it, and White at the top of the key. White, right corner for Green. Green now dumps in for Overstreet. He'll get good position and blocked on the backboard by Blankenberg.
Oh, nice job by Blankenberg. Another time on this help defense, he's able to get the block. He sees him coming in. Really good look, but Blankenberg got there first.
Blankenberg guarded once again by Larson in this half court, and Blankenberg turns it over again. Larson will get a pick, goes in on Blankenberg, and is laying good.
Oh, I just can't say enough how impactful Larson's been in the second half. He's been playing really hard.
So 42-30, the Wayne Eagles over Geneva. Full court pressure. Wayne able to break it. Twist has it. Now he's double teamed in the far corner. Geneva trying to get another turnover here. Wow, great job. Twist will find Blankenberg. Blankenberg and one.
Wow, what a pass inside to find Blankenberg. Twist was struggling over there on the sideline. Did not know what to do with the ball, but he finds a streaking Blankenberg who goes in and one. He's out of the stripe.
Caden Larson picks up his second personal, team's first on the quarter. Blankenberg to the line for the third time tonight. Free throws good. 15-point advantage, 45-30 for the moment for the Eagles with 5:39 to go in the fourth.
And that's another answer, too, from Wayne.
Yeah, I mean, it's one of those things where they've been answered back pretty well. Green has it. He'll take a top of the key three. Rims out, no good. Ball tipped around. Second chance for the Panthers. White with it. Finds Green. Skip pass over to Larson on the left wing. Now back out to Green. Green at the right side wing. Now V cuts back out. Finds Larson on the left side wing. Drives through. Try to get through on Blankenberg, but no good. Green with it. Now top the key. Dribbles through. Finds White. He'll take a wing three. No good. Ball tipped around again. Rebound Larson. Third chance coming for the Panthers. He's able to find Green in the left corner. Up fakes. Drives baseline. And pass intercepted by Wayne. Richard Miles has it. Well, Geneva sells in again to this full court press, but that will fall back as Wayne gets it above the timeline. Larson guarding Blankenberg. Blankenberg dumps off for Twist, right wing, now into the right corner for Miles. Try to get into Blankenberg, pass picked off again by Larson. Defense, a big key here, finds Irvin, now goes to the right corner, just inside three-pointer, no good for White. Rebound Overstreet. Clark with the steal, though. So a bit of a messy 30 seconds here both ways, and Wayne will take a timeout here with 4:32 to go in the fourth.
Caden Larson has been just so energetic for Geneva. He's made so many good plays on the defensive side and the offensive side, especially too in this second half. You know, it's really working out good for him. I know they're down 15, but he's been really, really good for Geneva today.
So 45-30 the advantage here. It's a full timeout taken by the Eagles. They have 3 fulls remaining. For Geneva, they have 2 fulls and a 30 foul situation. Let's do a quick rundown here as we near the halfway mark to go in the fourth. For Wayne, the only one really in foul trouble is Corey Jones Jr. Senior guard has 4 personal fouls, 2 each on Isaac White and Aiden Twist, 1 Malachi Kuhn and Colin Clark. On Geneva, the Patrick Overstreet has 4 personal, 2 for Caden Larson, 3 Jazari White, and 1 on Prodigy Irvin. So a couple guys with 4 here, and I would say for Geneva, really, especially with Overstreet, that's still the one that's probably got you the most worried.
Yes, but he's had that 4th foul for a little bit of time, Paul.
Yeah.
And he's played very well defensively. I don't think he's changed his mono, per se, on the defensive side at all. He's played very physical and played very clean, too. So that hasn't scared him one bit.
Yeah, both horns go off here on the timeout. Both teams break the huddle. Panthers on the floor with Praler, Irvin, White, Green, and Larson. Blankenberg, White, Miles, Clark, and Twist on the floor for the Eagles. Wayne ball. They'll have 28 on the shot clock as Blankenberg will take the inbound from the wing extended mark on the left side. He'll go into the backcourt for Clark. He's met by Irvin in the man-to-man. Clark now gets it to Blankenberg on the right wing, drives through on Larson. No good on the lay-in. Rebound brought in by Praler. Shot by the Panthers there to secure the rebound. They come back the other way with 4:18 to go on the clock in the fourth quarter, trailing by 15. Green with it, top of the key. Larson swings it for Irvin, now into the left corner for White. Skip past top of the key for Larson. He'll drive through. Little runner, no good, rolls off, and rebound brought in by Twist. Blankenberg with it, and Geneva, no full court pressure here. They'll fall back into a half-court man as Clark has it above the timeline. Clark, guarded by Irvin, now gets it to Blankenberg on the right wing. Met by Larson once again. Skip pass over to Miles on the left wing. Now top the key for White. Swings it back to Blankenberg. 15 on the shot clock. Back out top the key now. Twist. Blankenberg directs traffic off the ball. White with it. 8 on the shot clock. Looking for help. Finds it in Twist. Now going into Blankenberg with 5 on the shot clock. Guarded by Larson. Triple team. Ball gets tipped. That'll be last off of Geneva. Good defense there by White. But the Eagles will have the ball with 2 seconds on the shot clock.
Yeah, good help by White there. When Blankenberg gets the ball right there inside, you need to get another guy on him, and that's what they did.
Twist the inbounder. They're at the time for capture shoot. Blankenberg gets off in time from the top of the key. Oh, and in!
Wow, what a shot by Blankenberg. A three-pointer there. It looked like he had a guy in his face, too, pretty well. Good defense, even better offense.
Cam Blankenberg, game high 19 now. It's 48-30. Panthers with the ball, and they get fouled. Larson does as he goes through the foul. They're going to call on Richard Miles. Sophomore guard's first personal on the game and team second on the quarter. So
Blankenberg, after not starting, I think he doesn't come out, right?
I think he caught a breather maybe for a second there, but I don't even know if it was all that long, in that sense.
The majority of the game he's played for sure.
So Irvin with it on the inbound, and he gets into Larson, guarded by Blankenberg. Ball getting tipped around, and we had a body on the ground. It's Larson trying to go after it out of bounds. It will be last off of him. It will be Eagle ball as Clark checks out. Jones checks back in for the Eagles. 3:06 to go here in the fourth quarter. Panthers will go full court pressure on this possession. Eagles with it. Blankenberg gets it. He's guarded by Green at the moment. And he's swinging up above the timeline to Twist. 25 on the shot clock there. They hand it off for Blankenberg, and now the Panthers fall back into man-to-man defense. Blankenberg to Twist on the left wing. Now goes top of the key. Goes back to Blankenberg. Blankenberg hands it back off to Twist at the left wing. Top of the key, Blankenberg. Up fake. Now drives through on Larson. Comes back out. Spin move. Jumper from the elbow. Rolls in and good.
Another time where great defense is played on Blankenberg. Just even better offense.
Blankenberg now with 21. 50-30 the lead now for Wayne with 2:23 to go here in the contest. So it's pretty much done unless Geneva gets a quick run here, and they might. Jazari White able to pick up a bucket. 50-32 with 2:15 to go.
Nice look inside there for White. He found the soft spot in the defense, was able to score there. So 2 for Geneva.
Twist with it. Able to get above the timeline to Miles. We got 2:05 to go here. He's double teamed, and we're going to have a timeout taken by Coach Thompson by the Eagles here as he tries to get a little bit of relief for his team, as Geneva's defense really swarming really well still with trailing by 18.
Yeah, Geneva's played hard all game. That's for sure. Coach Collins over there has had his team playing pretty well on defense. I mean, this is a prolific offense Wayne has, and they have 50 points. They average almost 70 per game.
Yeah, I mean, this was a battle among two really good defensive teams, and Wayne, numerically speaking, with just the edge on offense here, but, all things considered, I mean, like we've been saying, it's kind of been one of those cases where I think if a couple shots kind of go another way, we're probably talking a little bit different here as it stands right now.
Yeah, I think I looked to that second quarter a lot. I thought Geneva had a lot of really good looks, similar to what they had in the first quarter, and they just didn't go down.
Yeah, for sure. So make sure you stick with us here. At the end of the game, we'll have our Lil John and Barbie Smiles of Style post-game show. We'll have our Chicino's Pizzeria and Restaurant player of the game over here. For sure, probably going to be Cam Blankenberg. I'd like to maybe get in Twist over here as well, possibly.
Yeah,
but,
I think Twist has played very well. Yeah. He's made some really big shots.
For sure.
That three-pointer at the end of the shot clock, and then not a bucket, but a pass to Blankenberg in the fourth quarter was also really big.
Yeah. So we'll have 2:04 here on the game clock, 23 on the shot clock for the Eagles. They'll have the inbound here. Twist with it. He'll go into the backcourt for Blankenberg. Twist runs back to retrieve it from him, and the Eagles get above the timeline. Twist to Jones, on top of the key, White, swings it from Miles, left wing. Give a man-to-man defense, top of the key for Blankenberg now. He'll use a screen, drives through, Twist, corner three, rolls off, no good. Rebound Larson, 1:45 to go, finds Green. Green now has to pull out, did not have numbers. He'll take a three-pointer from the corner. No good long, and rebound brought in by Blankenberg. And with 1:35 to go here, Wayne can probably drain a little bit of clock here and de facto ice the game on this possession. Blankenberg still guarded by Larson. Now leaves the top of the key for Twist. Man-to-man again here for the Panthers. Twist with it. Double team finds Blankenberg alone. Oh, great job by Blankenberg. A bit of a no-look to Twist, but no good on his lay-in. And up four now, Green with 1:11 to go in the fourth. 50-32 still the lead for the Eagles. Corner for Praler. Now top of the key, Larson. He'll drive right side, spin move to the center of the lane. Laying up, no good, and he'll head to the line for two. And let's see, they're going to call a foul on Miles. That's his second personal, team's third on the quarter.
Yeah, Larson's continuing to attack. He's been exceptional in the second half, down low on both sides of the ball.
Absolutely no give up in him.
Yeah, and that was another good move there. Almost got it to go, too.
Yeah. So it looks like Geneva will have probably some wholesale substitutions here as well with a minute to go, and now the Eagles will follow suit. Larson's first rolls in and good. So let's see here for Geneva. Start there. Tyler Graham comes in, as does Jalen Whitley. DeQuee Spearman Johnson.
Wayne's figuring it out. They got about 15 guys.
Yeah. And Aiden Downey for Geneva. Wayne will have Brian Denny. Twist remains in. Clark comes back in. As does Malachi Kuhn. So, that, as does Newmeyer. So, no good on the second for Larson, but Geneva able to get the rebound here. They'll have another opportunity on offense. And Coach Collins will take a timeout just to get a well, no, they're going to take a full-fledged timeout here, actually. So, he'll take his 30-second timeout. Coach Collins will with 56 seconds flat to go here.
So Wayne's gonna take this one up by 17 here with 56 seconds to go. They're
barring a Tracy McGrady-like minute.
Yeah, right. And they're gonna head up. They got a fun tournament next weekend. East Aurora taking on Hamburg on Friday, and then you'll see where it goes from there. But East Aurora should be a good test for these guys. Wayne made a really awesome run last year. That was a lot of fun to listen to you guys from Glens Falls last year. You know, eventually these are gonna end that state final, which was also a good game too. So a good run by Wayne. Geneva, a growing program, always has a awesome awesome team to put out there. Really good history out of Geneva. I thought they played really well tonight. Just was a really even game. I thought if you look at the scoreboard, I think it's an even closer game than if you actually watch the game than if you look at the box score.
Oh, for sure, yeah. So Casher Anderson checks back in. He'll get Larson. So we got second units out there for both teams as it stands right now. 56 seconds to go. Inbound goes in to Graham for Geneva, goes for Whitley, now swings it to Castro Anderson on the right wing, goes to the corner for Spearman Johnson, back to Castro Anderson, and back to Whitley. Whitley leaves it for Downey at the free throw line, 20 on the shot clock for the Panthers. Downey gets poked from behind by Newmeyer, but Panthers able to retain possession. Castro Anderson with it. Oh, he had Graham wide open cutting and just too hard to handle on the pass, so it'll be Eagle ball coming our way here with 38.1 on the game clock, 35 on the shot clock, so 3-second differential there. Going with it, running for the Eagles. He'll hand it off for Twist. Twist with the lay-in and good. Twist with 18, 52-33 now, the Eagle advantage. 20 seconds on the clock here for the Panthers, no shot clock for them. Graham has it. And Eagles still in the 2-3 zone here. We're under 15 to go, and the Panthers probably taking one last possession here, I'm assuming, with Whitley here. Castro Anderson to Downey. Ball gets tipped, and bodies are hitting each other, but come away with it. It's Graham, 2 on the clock, and he'll take a jumper at the buzzer, and no good. And that will do it. The Wayne Eagles come out victorious 52-33 over the Geneva Panthers here in Geneva. So we'll take a quick break here on FairLakes1.com, and we'll be back with our Lil John and Barbie Smiles Style postgame show. We'll be joined over here by our Cicino's Pizzeria and Restaurant player of the game. We'll be right back in just a few moments here.
This live presentation of high school basketball on FingerLakes1.com is made possible thanks to the support from DeSanto Propane. DeSanto Propane is 4 generations strong as a trustworthy family-owned business with unmatched customer service. Go online at DeSantoPropane.com for more info or call toll-free at 1-800-752-4574 today. Since 1937, the difference has been DeSanto Propane. Cicino's Pizzeria and Restaurant. Visit Cicino's Pizzeria and Restaurant at their original Waterloo location or all-new renovated location in Geneva. Dine-in, takeout, delivery, catering, and banquets. Order online at Cicinos.com. Live, laugh, and eat well. It's the Italian way. Little John and Barbie Orthodontics. Dr. Littlejohn, Dr. Barbie, and their outstanding orthodontic team share a common goal: to ensure the overall wellness of each of their patients through their exceptional orthodontic care. Check out Dr. Rod and Dr. Liz online at littlejohnortho.com.
Welcome back in here on FingerLakes1.com. Paul Russo, Nate Sharman here, and we are joined by our Cicino Pizzeria and Restaurant players of the game on the Little John Barbie South post-game show. We got Aiden Twist and Cam Blankenberg. First and foremost, guys, congratulations on the big win here tonight.
Thank you.
And not too sure what's going on there, but either way, now we're back. So I want to start here with you, Aiden, because Cam, you were out for the first couple games, obviously. And I know, at least for us, we were kind of wondering, okay, who's going to step up? Who's going to be that guy? And needless to say, you kind of really filled that role pretty well, I would say, in the stat book. 31, 27, 27 through 3 of 4 games. Then you chipped in, another 19 tonight, as well in my mind anyway, and Nate's mind as well. We were talking about a little bit off air. You had a really big third quarter, both offensively and then chipping in as well with Cam. What's it like for you kind of stepping up into another bigger, expanded role this season?
Since last year I was on, I got pulled up. I was the 6th man. I was really just watching, and I was like, I got to step up. And then coach really puts a lot of his trust on me when Cameron's not here, and I like to step up sometimes. But it's good having Cameron back. It's a lot of trust in him, and he's just so good at finding other people, and he makes everybody else better. So it's just pretty much him, and then I look up to him a lot, and that's pretty much it.
Yeah, this could be a question for both of you guys, but especially you, Cameron. It's from last year with that run to the state final, right? Were you able to kind of think about that from last year and bring it to this year? What are your big takeaways from that? What did you learn through that? I guess is a better way to put that.
Yeah, we got a new team, so I learned from PJ. Last year PJ was the leader of the team. Now I gotta step up in that role and be the leader for these new guys coming in, stepping up in a bigger role. And just gotta lead the team. Me and Aiden were the only ones that got minutes in big games, so now we got to teach them how to be level-headed and play their game. And these big games are going to come up, and this was a big game tonight, and I thought everyone played well.
Got to mention that's a pretty good transition, I'd say, Cam. So holiday break for you guys, not quite a break. You'll be off to a tournament in East Aurora, first game against Hamburg. So what's kind of the game plan here? Obviously, I'm assuming you're going to get a couple of days off going into Christmas here, but after that, it's going to be another tough contest going into that break.
Yeah, we're just taking it one game at a time. Buffalo is going to be hard, but we're going to take it like it's any other game. We're going to scout well. We're going to practice hard. We're just going to take it like another game.
All right.
Yeah, nothing else from me. I just have a great break, guys. You guys get some well-earned time off from school. Got to be pretty pumped up.
Yep. Thank you.
So you guys aren't quite done with me, though, because I got to hand over some pizza certificates for you guys. So next time you're down this way, Geneva, Waterloo, go grab yourself a free pizza courtesy of Cicino's, all right?
Thank you.
All right, congratulations, guys, on the big win.
Thank you.
Thanks so much, guys. Have a good one.
You guys.
Thank you.
All right, Nate, so happy to catch up with Cam Blankenberg and Aiden Twist there. Pretty good mindset, I'd say, among those two guys. Obviously, they're taking it, like Cam said, game by game, but it's awesome insight to hear from Aiden, as he mentioned, right? Was on the team a little bit last year,
Right.
Steps into a role this year that, has found himself kind of having to lead the team a little bit when it's needed to be done. And for Wayne, like I said, we're kind of wondering, who might be that second guy to step up. Maybe it's for sure going to be Aiden Twist as it stands right now.
Right, and I really like what Cameron Blankberg said in that interview, in that question there, talking about last year and going towards this year. Being that leader and having I've used the words level heads. He's got to teach his guys to have a level head, and that's just so beyond important to get in these big games like this. He talked about this being a big game, and the guys responded well. But just getting more and more of that experience and that level-headedness can really take you a long way.
Let's do a quick scoring breakdown here. We'll begin with Wayne, victorious 52-33. Leading the way, 21 for Cam Blankberg, 18 for Aiden Twist. I misspoke, and I do apologize for that. 5 for Richard Miles, 4 for Corey Jones Jr., and then 2 for Isaac White. Leading the way for Geneva with 17 was Caden Larson. And let's go more in depth on that Geneva side here for a quick second before we get the rest. Caden Larson really, in my mind, stepped up in a big way that second half especially, took over offensively and really defensively, took that assignment on Blankberg really well. And in my mind, I don't think we're talking, frankly, about this game the way we were there for a little bit, if not for him.
Yeah, you just look at the scoreboard. You look at 55-33, and you think Wayne had control of this game the whole time, and that's just not true. Geneva played a really, really hard game. And in some instances, just getting more experience, like I mentioned, is really important too. And I think this is really a really big spot for Geneva because it's so easy to going into the holiday break to hang your head a little bit, but you really don't. You really played a really good game today, and it doesn't look like a 19-point loss. It looks better than that to my mind.
Yeah, and I as we get through the rest of this scoring breakdown here, 10 for Jazary White, 3 for Andrew Green, 2 for DePatrick Overstreet, and 1 for Xavier Praler. I mean, those are kind of the main guys we really talk about for Geneva anyway, but, I mean, it was just tough offensively. And like you said, in my mind, I think they did a fantastic job defensively. And, for them, they do have a bit of extended break, right? They don't play again until we are in that 2025 portion of the schedule. Imagine practices are going to be probably pretty heavily oriented on just maybe getting some continuity going here on offense. And, defensively speaking, I don't know if there's much for them to, frankly, improve on. They did tremendously well in my mind. It's just a matter of maybe getting a couple more shots to fall like we were talking about.
Yeah, and I think anytime you get early in the season, just getting these big game moments, Friday night playing against a big Finger Lakes East foe is really important. You might not come out on top, but you gain valuable experience through that.
Yeah, so kind of mentioned a little bit here, Geneva, like I mentioned, off until 2024, and their off until 2025, rather, excuse me. That first game coming out of the break is at Newark, so a bit of a tough game for them, obviously, there. Then back home against Penn, but then they become the Road Warriors for the next 3 games at Waterloo, at Marcus Whitman, and at Midlakes. We teased it already with Wayne a little bit. They're on the road right after Christmas, tournament East Aurora over in Buffalo. They'll play Hamburg first, and then play again on the 28th. Then home against Midlakes, home against Newark, and then at Palmac to wrap up their next 5. So Finger Lakes East is obviously going to be a tough schedule this year, and both teams really going into that 2025 part. Tough sledding, frankly, in my mind. It's going to be some tough games for both of them.
Yeah, I think almost every single year, pretty much every Finger Lakes East game is a big game, right? And I think these coaches are really experienced to it, a few of them at least, and just knowing that don't take any game lightly. Every game is important.
Yeah, for sure. So we are not too sure when our next broadcast is going to be. It's probably definitely going to be in 2025 as it stands right now, Nate. But we will be back Upstate Hoops again. I know Monday afternoon at 2 o'clock, updated power rankings. Take a look at what is probably going to be a softer-ish schedule, obviously, through the next couple weeks. But certainly there will be plenty of action to catch up on there.
Well, Paul, I hope you have me back. I did call you the wrong name a couple times, but I think we can hopefully move past that, and I love being back up here in the booth with you.
Luckily for you, I don't think I'm going to leave you on the side of the road when we take out of here, and I think you'll be back again, barring anything crazy that you do on your end outside of calling me Josh. So, Nate, I really appreciate you coming in. Happy holidays, Merry Christmas to you. I know had big time of year for everybody around here, so
that's for sure.
Hopefully everybody goes out and has fun, be safe, and makes it an enjoyable holiday season. So your final once again here in Geneva, the Wayne Eagles 52, the Geneva Panthers 33. For Nate Sharman and everybody back at FL1.com, I am Paul Russo signing off. Happy holidays, everybody. Enjoy the rest of your holiday season and 2024, and we will be talking again in 2025.